Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our Red Tara group. Hope everybody's well. We are contemplating Rinpoche's book, done together with Lama Rigdzin, Change of Heart. Basically, it's based on the Bodhisattva Peace Training, which was a peace training that Chagdud Gonpa gave, and also Lama Rigdzin is currently giving, and I think maybe Lama Sering does it as well. So we are in chapter 3, the chapter on equanimity. So Rinpoche says here, another way I learned to develop equanimity was to contemplate the Buddhist teachings that throughout the infinite cycles of rebirth, all beings, limitless in number, have been our mother or father. There are no real strangers anywhere. We have previously been intimate with every other being, not just one time, but many times, as we have been with our own mother in this life. No matter what role someone plays now, that being has at one time been our parent. All of us are like actors in a play who have forgotten who we really are, so we perceive each other as friends or enemies. Once we understand this, whether people are intimate relationships or strangers, pretty or ugly, likable or not, becomes irrelevant. Instead of categorizing people, we can learn to overcome the limits of our compassion and treat all beings with the same loving kindness, responding to everyone we encounter with patience and compassion rather than anger or attachment. To fully appreciate what others have done for us throughout our many lifetimes, first we need to contemplate our parents' kindness. Above all, our relationship with them is exalted because they gave us a human body, which is priceless and irreplaceable. When facing death, even the richest person on the earth can't buy a new human body. The body given to us by our parents has provided a refuge from the torment of the intermediate state between death and birth, we call the bardo. In the bardo, in a mental body, we are blown around by the winds of our karma. Then, when we find our mother's womb, she has carried us around in her own body for 9 months, enduring sickness and hardship to offer us life. Had she simply given birth to us and left us to be, for sure we would have died. Humans don't grow like weeds, flourishing without care. We are very fragile, and many conditions are necessary to ensure our survival. Our parents make sure we were fed and protected. Today, if someone saved us from being hit by a car or pulled us out of a burning building, we would be extremely grateful. But we have forgotten that our parents saved us from death every day. From falling down the stairs, to playing with fire, or drinking poison. Now we're incredibly appreciative if a friend takes us out to dinner, or even gives us a cup of tea. But we take it for granted that our parents feed us every day. We are grateful when somebody carries our luggage, but how many times did our parents carry us around and serve us for years? How many times did they bathe us, change our clothes, and feed us? How much does it cost today to have someone clean or cook for us? If we tried to calculate the cost of our parents' care, years of providing meals, clothing, shelter, protection, and training, how much would we owe them? The quality of their love and care was beyond measure. If we had a fever or didn't come home on time, they wouldn't sleep until we recovered or walked through the door. To this day, even when we're adults, our parents still worry about us. but we don't appreciate their concern. Instead, we consider it meddling. So amazing. I wish I would have read that last week on Mother's Day weekend, but it's something that's very timely to remember, always, the kindness of our parents. If your parents are still alive, make sure you call them and tell them you love them. If you feel that they've done anything to harm you, forgive them, let it be, leave it in the past. Because every moment we have with our parents is so precious. I saw a man on TV the other day. He lost his father when his father was 60 years old. He said, if I could cut my arm off to spend one day with my father, I would do it without hesitating. So if you have the blessing of still having your parents in your life, please take full advantage of it. If you've lost your parents, then dedicate practices to them. There's many practices that you can do. It'd be excellent to do an Akshobhya practice or dedicate sur offering to them. And if you're estranged from your parents, don't waste any more time. Make your peace with them. So let's go to our Tara practice, starting with the 7-line prayer. If we can't make peace with our own family members, how can we even dream of world peace or peace in our community? Much less become Buddhist practitioners that regard all sentient beings as our precious parents.